You don't overthink because you're careful. You overthink because your brain is terrified of being wrong. Let me explain. Your brain absolutely hates uncertainty. So, whenever a situation feels unclear or unpredictable, it goes into overdrive, trying to map out every single possible outcome. But here's the catch. Instead of actually helping you, it traps you inside these endless, draining thought loops. You know the ones? What if this all goes terribly wrong? What if everyone judges me for this? What if I completely and utterly fail? This isn't your intelligence at work. This is just fear, cleverly disguised as logic. It's a defense mechanism, but one that keeps you stuck. So, where does this crippling habit of overthinking actually come from? It usually boils down to a combination of three things. First, low confidence. You tell yourself, I just don't trust my own decisions. Second, high fear. You're constantly worried, thinking, I really don't want bad things to happen to me. And third, zero action. You've convinced yourself that just thinking about the problem feels much safer than actually doing something about it. In a way, your brain uses thinking as a shield, a way to avoid taking responsibility for the outcome. It's a clever trick, but it's holding you back from living your life. But here's the truth about people who overthink. You aren't slow, and you aren't incapable. In fact, it's often the opposite. Overthinkers are usually incredibly smart. The problem is, all that brilliant intelligence gets wasted on analyzing every tiny detail instead of taking action. You're stuck in analysis paralysis. And the more you think, the more you analyze, the bigger and scarier the decision starts to feel. It grows into this huge, intimidating monster in your mind, making it even harder to move forward. You're essentially using your superpower against yourself. So how do we fix this? How do you break free from the overthinking trap? It starts with 3 simple steps. First, give yourself a strict time limit. For small, everyday decisions, give yourself just 30 seconds. For the bigger, more important ones, allow yourself 10 minutes, max. Your brain needs boundaries, or it will run wild. Second, you have to consciously choose progress over perfection. Remember, a wrong decision can almost always be corrected or adjusted later. But making no decision at all, that leaves you with nothing. You can't fix inaction. And third, and this is the most important one, take a tiny action. Any action. Action is the ultimate antidote to anxiety. Thinking just feeds it. The final message I want to leave you with is this. You are not an overthinker by nature. You are simply someone who hasn't yet learned how to effectively control and direct your thoughts. It's a skill, just like any other. So, start small. Take one tiny step today. Your brain will learn to follow your lead. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on mastering your mind.